Korean romantic comedies are one of the most popular genres among K-drama lovers. There's just something about the way the Koreans film their romantic comedies that flutters your heart and gives you butterflies in your stomach. It makes you smile like a fool and fantasize about what your romance would look like. Will it be as magical and romantic as your favorite Korean actors and actresses? Unfortunately, there is a huge difference between the romance portrayed in these movies and dramas and what happens in real life. So, just for the sake of letting your imagination run wild, you need to watch these hilarious Korean rom-com dramas that will melt your heart and make you crave more of the genre. A ride towards their dreams, a bunch of sports students in college experience hardships as they face their future in this Korean romantic comedy drama. Bok-joo is a talented weightlifter who is very ambitious and hides her insecurities under a tough-looking personality. Jung-hyun is a playful, talented swimmer with underlying trauma related to his past. Both Bok-joo and Jun-hyun have big dreams to make it big in their fields, but their insecurities and past holds them back more than anything. When Jun-hyun's brother Jung Jae and his ex-girlfriend Song Shi-ho come into the picture, things get seemingly complicated. While Bok-joo develops a crush on his brother and Shi-ho is back in Jun-hyun's life, the three students go through tough times. Running towards their goals with strong determination, Bok-joo and Jun-hyun fall in love, but finding their way through the obstacles is the real challenge they'll face. The adorable chemistry between the protagonists is incredible. They make every scene hilarious. Their interactions are too good to miss. The acting was top-notch. This drama tries to portray the actual hardships athletes face while majoring in huge universities. A guaranteed stress with a great plot and excellent execution, the quality of the series is quite high and has many things to offer. Chang Bok-hwan is a free-spirited person who works as a chef at the president's Blue House. His spirit finds its way into the body of Queen Kim So-young in the Joseon period. King Chol-jong has secrets. He is a figurehead who is gentle and easygoing. He is someone who hides his strong aspects. Queen Sun-won is the late King Sun-jo's wife. She wields the true power in the country and thus relegates King Chol-jong as just a figurehead. What makes the series interesting is to unfold the trail of events and how he manages in the palace and lives according to the traditions but with bad royal etiquettes during that time. Watch this interesting rom-com K-drama to know more. Descendants of the Sun, popular as Dots, is a 2016 hit drama that makes people fall in love again. Yoo Si-jin, a captain of the Special Forces, and a doctor, Kang Mo-yeon, had a brief encounter at a hospital before being mobilized on the same overseas peacekeeping mission. This Korean romantic drama comes with a message that falling in love may be easy, but keeping the relationship going with the conflicting nature of their jobs is something the couple has to overcome together. It is a love story between Captain Yoo Si-jin, Korean Special Forces, and Dr. Kang Mo-yoon, who is a surgeon at Haesung Hospital. All of them face danger in a war-torn country. When I say a perfect blend of romance, friendship, comedy, and family, it is this Korean romantic comedy drama named Crash Landing on You. It checks all the points on the list: drama, romance, comedy, unique plot, engaging characters. Yes, it has it all. This amusing drama will pull in from the very beginning. It all starts with our female protagonist, Yoon Se-ri, a businesswoman who has everything except the love of her family. She decides to test out a product by herself, which is paragliding equipment, and gets caught up in an unexpected tornado and gets isolated in North Korea. She is quickly presumed dead by everyone back home, but is actually well and alive in the arms of a North Korean army captain, Ri Jung-hyuk. However, his team takes it upon themselves to get her home safely. The members of his troupe include a bunch of hilarious guys that up the comedy level of the entire show. They gradually fall in love with each other, and it is truly a very amusing relationship they form. Everything from the acting and the entire cast to the script and directing, everything here is next to perfect. A great dramatic love story with its ups and downs, this is a must-watch Korean romantic comedy drama. A Business Proposal is a South Korean romantic comedy television series based on the webtoon of the same name. Shin Ha-ri goes on a blind date pretending to be her best friend for a hefty cash payment, but she's in shock to realize her date is actually the new CEO of her company. The plan was to have Ha-ri get rejected by her prospective partner. However, things keep on taking interesting turns one after another. Tae-moo, who is being pressured by his grandfather, The chairman of GoFood's parent company, to go on blind dates with suitable marriage partners, decides to marry his blind date partner to avoid going on the rest of the dates, without knowing she is the fake Jin Young-so or that she is his employer, which she assiduously tries to hide. However, Hari's fake identity, but thankfully not her employment status, is soon exposed. Watch this amazingly interesting web series to know.
I have no chick.
A cute Korean romantic comedy drama that has a mix of a few genres, from action and mystery to romance and comedy. A hilarious tale about a young woman named Bong-soon who is born with superhuman strength that runs in the women of her family from generations. The show starts off with a bang when she comes across a bunch of goons that trouble some people. She unintentionally ends up hurting them really bad, while Min-hyuk, who is the male lead, watches her fight in awe. The first scene itself really set the mood of the whole show, comedy gags with the protagonists. And Min-hyuk is the spoiled but kind-hearted CEO of a massive gaming company that wants Bong-soon to work as his bodyguard after seeing her in action. He is interested in her from the very beginning, but Bong-soon has her eyes on her childhood best friend, Guk-doo, a stoic police officer who likes innocent girls. Bong-soon tries hard to fit into the innocent girl who needs saving type in front of him, but rarely is herself in front of Min-hyuk. We see their romance build through the season as Min-hyuk teaches her to control her powers by training her. A highly entertaining romantic comedy K-drama that will make you smile at all times. It does include a subplot of a series of serial kidnappings in her neighborhood. Guk-doo follows and works on solving it. Overall, the protagonists have incredible chemistry that creates hilariously cute circumstances. It will definitely make your heart melt. A big city dentist opens up a practice in a close-knit seaside village, home to a charming jack-of-all-traders who is her polar opposite in every way. Yoon Hae-jin works as a dentist. She is mostly a realist, but due to her rightfulness, which is only a tiny part of her mind, her life changes. She ends up moving to the seaside village of Dongjin. There, Yoon Hae-jin meets Hong Do-sik. She becomes curious about him. Hong Do-sik is called Chief Hong or Hong Banjan by the local residents. He is a handsome and smart man. Officially, he is unemployed, but he always seems busy. If somebody needs help, Hong Do-sik is the first one to appear and provide help. Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is a light, breezy K-drama, a show rife with romance, comedy, and light bites of drama. It's the perfect small town weekend treat and an undeniably fun watch from start to finish. This Korean rom-com drama is the most relatable in some ways. Of course, not to the level of obsession the protagonist feels, but close enough. Her private life surrounds the life of Sun Duk-mi, a talented chief curator at an art museum. She is dedicated to her work and loves her job, but there is one thing she loves more. Sun Duk-mi is an ultimate fangirl of White Ocean's Cha Shi-ya, a member of a boy group. She runs a famous fan site named Xian Is My Life in her free time. Meanwhile, Ryan Gold is an artist who develops the Stendhal syndrome after retiring. After a series of unfortunate circumstances, Duk-mi's boss at the museum gets investigated for embezzlement and Ryan becomes the new art director. Every fan dreams of the situation she gets in. Xian adores a fan site named Xian Is My Life. But after rumors break out claiming that Xian is allegedly dating Sun Duk-mi, she receives multiple threats from various fans. Ryan suggests that, to ward off all rumors, he and Duk-mi pretend to date. However, all plans get ruined when another rival fan site named Cindy manages to land a job at Duk-mi's museum to prove that Ryan and Duk-mi were not dating. This show has incredible chemistry between the protagonists and the plot is quite unique and interesting. The OTP is the spotlight. Every scene with Ryan and Duk-mi always made me smile and it was quite romantic. We slowly see Ryan falling in love with her and watch this extremely adorable relationship blossom. An iconic and extremely popular Korean romantic comedy drama starring two huge Hallyu stars, Lee Min-ho and Jun Ji-hyun. This drama is inspired by an actual classical Joseon legend, based loosely on unofficial historical stories of a fisherman and a mermaid. Centering the lives of Ho Jun-jae, a rich con man, and a mermaid named Shim-chong. The plot shifts between the Joseon era incarnations of the pair and their present ones, drawing parallels of fate that brings them together. Ho Jun-jae turns into a con man after his parents divorce, so while on a mission to con a rich woman, he finds a mysterious woman that breaks into his oceanside apartment. Shin Chong sweeps up to his shore to his oceanside resort and ends up at his place. Their past is quite complicated, and I will not explain anything major to avoid spoilers. In 1598, the governor, Dam Ryong, stays in an inn owned by Mr. Yang. One night, Mr. Yang shows up with a captured mermaid by his side. Dam Ryong releases her into the ocean, but just before she swims back into the sea, they hold hands for a short moment. These very moments intertwine their feelings much deeper than they thought. A very interesting plot with hilarious scenes played by Shin Chong, who knows nothing about life and land. Her curiosity is hilarious and leaves one rolling on the floor. Their chemistry is insanely good and their romance is adorable. Everything about one of the best K-dramas is perfect.